Okay, what do you know, it works. Okay, sorry about this. This is my first time using a tripod for a camera. Okay, hey everyone, this is... I hope you can see me. This is Draven Nightshade. I got my hair cut, obviously. I just wanted to do a video on shadow work today, or shadow magic. This is just, I'm just pulling this out of my butt. I wanted to talk about this because I saw several videos about shadow magic, and I got inspired or motivated to make one myself. The shadow magic is like working, it's psychology, is working with suppressed emotions to get them out, so they won't come out in a time that you don't want it to come out, because if you keep holding it in, like any emotions, anger, sadness, jealousy, remorse, or anything like that, it's going to come out like a freaking huge bomb, like a nuke. It's just going to come out unproportioned. And you don't want that to happen. With me, you don't. Because it's unhealthy for you. Not working with a shadow can cause you to have manic depression. It'll make you feel like shit all the time if you don't work with it, because the more you don't work with the shadow, the heavier and darker it gets. And the darker it gets, the more you're going to feel like shit. So, you really need to work with the shadow. A book I recommend for that, which I showed in one of my book reviews, is this book, Shadow Magic Compendium by Raven Totalis. This book tells you everything about how to deal with shadow magic, the color black, how to work with the internal shadow, and tells you how to do self-evaluation based on the elements. I'm going to read a few. Mine, I checked. For earth shadow traits, I put, I am often unmotivated in life. I tend to be neglectful of other people's needs. I always need to have the last words. I'm easily distracted. It allows you to help with evaluating yourself. It tells you meditations to help you with it. Teaches you about the Daeth, if I'm pronouncing it right, of the Kabbalah, which is very important in working with shadow magic, or shadow working. It tells you about all the different levels of the shadow, the internal, external, all that good stuff. Talking about fasting, Sildry, I can't pronounce that word. Different forms of divination, how to work with the astral shadow, your animal spirit guide, or your shadow spirit guide as well. And this book also tells you about the shadow of nature, and it also tells you about, I'm like totally out of it. It tells you about basically poisonous herbs and their uses, and all that magical stuff. So you have a whole bunch of herbs highlighted. But despite me getting off subject here, I'm always doing that. Recommended book for shadow magic, or shadow working, is Shadow Magic Compendium. I don't know any other books about shadow working. I only know this one. I got this one, like I said before, for $2 at the flea market, which is a very good price for this, because this looks like a brand new freaking book, and I got it for like $2. You can't beat that. You can't beat that price. I was trying to find this page. I should have highlighted it. Okay, right here. This is the entry I was talking about. Okay, sorry about this. Sorry about that. Alright. Okay. I really should have had this planned out. Oh, okay. This is about shadow magic. If darkness is suppressed or ignored, a dangerous and imbalanced lifestyle results. Many who focus solely on the lighter side of spirituality are just as imbalanced as those who give thought only to its darker aspects. Self-awareness includes acknowledging both the shadow and the light within ourselves and the world around us. Beneath the candy coating of light often lies a rotten core. This fact demands to be addressed when one is engulfed in spiritual work and practice. No matter how much white light is a person is surrounded with, if the darker portions are pushed back and not constructively released, no real balance can be made. Declaring pure love, light, and transcendental awareness without reclaiming inner and outer darkness can push a person to delusional state of mind, forcing the darker currents to manifest in negative and often harmful ways. Perfectly natural feelings such as sorrow, discontent, anger, and dissatisfaction can snowball if ignored, often resulting in nervous breakdowns and extreme depressions as a counterbalance. And disorders such as manic depression, multiple personality disorder, bipolar, pathological lying, and other emotional psychological imbalances can manifest even more intensely if not recognized and controlled through proper means. That's an entry from this book, and it means, like I said earlier, if you don't work with both dark and light energies, you're going to be imbalanced, and it's going to cause you to feel like shit. So, like I said, if you work too much with the light side of witchcraft and all that, you really need to start working with your shadow, or you're going to be really imbalanced, and you're going to feel like shit. I don't claim to be an expert about this. I'm kind of still studying shadow. I've worked with my shadow several times, and it helps a lot. It's very painful, though. I'm letting you know this. You're going to cry. You're going to have to bring up emotions you don't want, or memories that you didn't want to remember. You're going to have to resurface them, bring them back up. You have to work with them. And the first memories that I started to work with when I first started practicing shadow was when I was in school and getting bullied a lot. Because I still sometimes have that problem. Not really bullying, but just getting harassed for being gay. So I went back and worked with it, and I released all the emotions from all those times. I was crying, bawling my freaking eyes out, screaming. I would punch a pillow or something to help me exercise it more. But after all the emotions and all the sheds and all that crap just shed off my body, I felt so much better. Like a freaking ton of weight was lifted off of me. I felt amazing. It's amazing. Oh, and in this book too, there's a meditation that teaches you how to get rid of layers of the shadow or parts of it. It helps you with it. I am actually going to be making my own meditation or my own ritual for that, and I will be sharing that when I make that. So, until next time, merry part and blessed be.